Good morning, Claire here in the Pacific Northwest Puget Sound area Grow Zone 8B. We are having a glorious Pacific Northwestern morning, very typical. It's raining. I thought, you know what, it's December. I'm going to still be in the spirit of it. Even though last year at this time we had some snow and it definitely felt very Christmassy. But it's just rainy and gloomy. So what did I do? I did my, you know, stay-at-home mom mullet this morning where I curled my hair to have an Olin Mills portrait studio hair in the front and didn't brush it in the back. And then did a few little Christmas decoration projects that I'm so happy to clue you into. As I am very un-Martha Stewarty, I have ideas in my brain that I try to bring to life, and they never quite get where my very elaborate brain envisioned. But it's fun to watch. So come along with me. I'll clue you in this week as I actually checked on our apple cider vinegar. We harvested one of our radishes, so I'll show you that. And just our decorating, because we got back from vacation and we had to finally get around to putting some Christmas up. So come with me.
So we decided to get our Christmas tree up. I was really having a hard time getting in the Christmas spirit of everything. And we live in a house that was built in 1910. So I've told you before, they don't believe in closets. There is one closet that we store literally everything that we don't use every day. And last year I had a really great idea to put all of the Christmas decorations in the very back of the closet, which is, this closet's like a long hallway. So I thought, oh, well, we only use these like once a year, so no reason for them to be up in the front. Well, my friends, that meant that I had to move literally everything that we've been storing in the closet out to get to the Christmas tree and all the decorations. So I was not quite enthusiastic to accomplish that task, but we did. I did. And now we have a tree to show for it. And we've been gradually, just piece by piece, doing other decorations throughout the week. And this is what it looked like when we were finished, for about 5 minutes, because we have a 2.5-year-old who is very intrigued by every single ornament, every single decoration, and has been taking them off and playing with them, carrying them around. The tablecloth is not on the table anymore, but this is what it looks like when we are wanting to impress other people. Okay, I thought, what better time to do this portion of the apple cider vinegar experiment than while I'm multitasking and clearly making dinner, and I've got a pot on the stove, I've got 2 things in the oven. Let's work on something else. But I keep forgetting about the apple cider vinegar because it's been in my pantry. And this one, I'm not sure if it's rotten or if, oh, no. Oh, I think it did what it's supposed to do. So I'm going to try to get it out. So it has this thing that looks like a jellyfish on top, and it's called the mother. And so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take that off. I'm going to put it into into this bowl here. So I'm going to put it back in. But what I'm going to do now is I am going to strain the vinegar out from the peels, and it definitely smells like vinegar. There's no doubt that this smells like vinegar. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to toss, here I've got my canner thing there. I'm just going to dump out these cores and all this stuff into my sink for now. I'm gonna rinse out this jar. Okay. So then I'm gonna get my, let me get this. I'll probably have a bigger one, but I'm gonna pour this back into this jar here. Okay, so that, my friends, is apple cider vinegar, and it smells like apple cider vinegar. So then I'm going to take this mother, show it to you if I can. See that? How it looks like a jellyfish. This is if you make kombucha, which I never have, but I do know a little bit of the process, and it's called the SCOBY. So it's kind of like that. And I'm just going to plop that back into there. It should kind of float back up to the top in a little bit once I let it sit here. And you can take that mother, and you can add it into another jar that's kind of becoming vinegar, and it'll help it ferment faster. But I'm going to just cover that back up with this coffee filter. I actually bought some cheesecloth to put on top of here, and I don't know, I might be able to put, now that it's made into vinegar, I might be able to put a actual lid on here. So I need to learn a little bit more about it.
I'm gonna pull up a radish. Ta-da!
Scrape off the dirt.
It looks more like a white carrot.
Yeah, it does.
White carrot!
I saw this TikTok where this girl was showing how she hangs up her garlands and gets them looking gorgeous and beautiful every year. So I was at Trader Joe's, and they had these garlands for sale for like $11. So I grabbed a couple, and then my cat decided to be a butt and pee on the garlands before I could put them up. So I brought them outside to give them a little spray down and let them dry out, which is a joke because it is the Pacific Northwest, and it rained probably every day after I hung them up. So finally, I just brought them inside wet anyway. And then her trick was using a shower rod to hang the garland over the doorway. So I am giving it a shot, and it looks like it's going to work out now, but I'm realizing that I really need to get probably a cinematographer to film me at my most flattering angles, because this is not it. But this is me doing a DIY project, and these lights, I felt like I was in the National Lampoon's Christmas movie. Untangling the never-ending tangles of the lights and trying to wrestle them into the shape of a garland. There was a bald patch, and we're just gonna have to live with that. And I was like, well, good thing that I planned on putting a bow there anyway. And I probably should have YouTubed like a how to tie a beautiful bow tutorial beforehand, but you know, I'm kind of a it is what it is kind of person, so you know, this is what it is. This is what it turned out to be. And I don't think it's the worst. It looks just very homey and quaint is what I am telling myself. I'm okay with it. And then I've had these extra ornaments just kind of in this box. Some of them have some of the shiny part rubbed off, so they're not the best. I don't put them on the tree, but I thought, you know, that might add a little razzle dazzle to this garland. I think it turned out okay-ish. And then since I was in a let's embellish things mood, I also got this wreath at Trader Joe's for like, I think $7 or $8, and it's pretty classy, pretty plain. You know, can't just leave it be. Gotta try to make it fancier. So I got that box of ornaments and just thought, you know, let's stick a few on here. So this is this is how to decorate if you don't like to spend time on things and make them look really nice.
Thanks for joining us this week. I really enjoyed cluing you into a little bit of what we've been up to this week, even though it hasn't been a ton. But next week, I hope now that we've got our decorations mostly up, we can get the house back in order and do some holiday baking. So see y'all next week.